Welcome to Taiga Gold Corp. My name is Michael Labach. I'm Investor Relations with Taiga, and I'll be walking you through the presentation today. It's a compelling case for M&A activity. So this photo here depicts what the Taiga is of the northern Saskatchewan area. Basically, we have lots of trees, lots of water, and lots of rock, which of course is the focus of all of our endeavors there. This float plane is typical transport in that area. Here's our forward-looking statement. I'll let you digest this at your leisure on our website. So before I can get into Taiga, I'll discuss where it came from. It came from Eagle Plains Resources, a project generator company that's been operating in Western Canada for about 25 years. You can see between the periods of 2004 and 2011, we created some great opportunity for our shareholders with regard to return. Then the market went into decline, and this is basically where the Taiga Gold story starts. So the history of share value with regard to Eagle Plains and its spin-outs. You can see the share value in orange of Eagle Plains itself right here, and we're trading at about 16 cents. But you can see collectively with all the spin-outs we've done over the years, including Taiga Gold Corp at the top here, we're trading nearly at $1.40. So with regard to Taiga, it was spun out of Eagle Plains on a 2-for-1 basis a couple of years ago. There's about 80 million shares outstanding. 12 of these are held by Eagle Plains. It's a gold-focused exploration company operating in eastern Saskatchewan, with the flagship property being the Fisher, and this is under option to SSR Mining. And the Fisher property is also adjacent to SSR Mining's CB Gold operation. There are 5 additional gold projects held by Taiga Gold Corp. 3 of these are optioned, and basically it was spun out in order to be bought. Management is composed largely of geologists and geological technicians, and collectively they have about 135 years of experience in the field. Our share structure is at approximately 32% being held by insiders and institutions. You'll see this dramatic increase in share price in May of 2020 was as a result of SSR Mining issuing news about 3 discoveries that were made on the Fisher property based on the drilling that they conducted in Q1 2020. This pull-off in share value is as a result of some shares becoming free trading due to a financing that was conducted earlier in the year. At about a 30,000-foot level, the geological setting that we're operating in is that of the western shield portion of the Canadian Shield in Saskatchewan. This is an area where the major pieces of the North American continent came together and sutured within this zone, the Trans-Hudson Corridor. Analogous areas such as the Abitibi Gold Belt and Red Lake Gold Belts further to the east have seen approximately 100 times more exploration than this area has. So the potential for new discovery in this area is great. Coming down to about 10,000 feet, we'll see the CB Gold operation that is owned by SSR Mining has had 2 mines on it. The CB mine, which is currently being decommissioned, and the Santoy mine, which is their only operating asset in the area. This red line within the Fisher and the CB Gold operation is an important structure. It's the Santoy shear structure. We'll talk about this later. Incidentally, the yellow properties that are owned by Taiga Gold Corp incorporate much of the remaining prospective geology of the area. So back to 2016, SSR Mining purchases Claude Resources for a $337 million share deal. And shortly thereafter, they announced a $90 million upgrade to that area, the CB Gold operation. So they're into this area as an investment for north of $400 million, a significant investment. They basically immediately approached us to option the Fisher project from Taiga Gold Corp. And the terms of that deal are they can earn a 60% interest by expending $4 million on exploration over 4 years and giving us some cash payments. They can also earn an additional 20% in the Fisher project by paying $3 million to Taiga within 1 year of initiating the 60/40 joint venture. At this point, I'll describe what they're looking for at the Fisher and at the CB Gold operation. These are high-grade gold deposits within quartz veins, running anywhere from 10 to greater than that grams per ton. They are typically 100 to 200 meters in length, 40 to 50 meters in plunge, and anywhere from 2 to greater than 10 meters in width. They're fairly discrete deposits, and they're fairly challenging to locate. So we're back to the Santoy shear structure, this important area, this important structure that's on both the CB Gold operation and the Fisher project. When exploration started at the Fisher project in earnest 4 years ago, there was no understanding that this very important structure actually existed on the Fisher project. Now, after 4 years, we understand that this actually bisects the entire Fisher project and has been the focus of exploration and has been where several discoveries have been made to date. These were actually reported, as described earlier, in May 2020, and that these were discovered through drilling, a drill campaign that was carried out in the first quarter of 2020. These were 3 discoveries: the Able Lake, the Yin Zone, and the Mac North. The Mac Zone was discovered a year prior to this. So collectively now we have 4 discoveries made through drilling on the Fisher property along this Santoy shear zone. And this is this northern part of the shear zone with this exploration camp here is about 13 kilometers. The remaining portion is about another 13 or 12, 13 kilometers. So what are some of the milestones? Thus far at the Fisher, SSR Mining has spent greater than $10 million in exploration efforts. They've drilled nearly 80 holes over 100,000 feet. They continue to conduct exploration, ground-based exploration programs like prospecting and mapping and rock sampling, soil sampling, and this is all done to derive further drill targets. They've made the discovery of a high-grade gold trend along that northern portion of the Santoy shear zone within the Fisher project over that 13-kilometer area that I just described. That's been the focus of much of the exploration to date, and they've made through drilling exploration discoveries of mineralization in 4 separate areas within that 13 kilometers. And to date, they've paid us nearly $750,000 cash. So what's the outlook? Certainly, Q1 drilling with the 3 discoveries provided initiative to carry on. There's a drill program planned for to begin late September for 3,000 meters at the Mac North with the intent of developing an inferred resource. There's being additional exploration at our other projects, and this brings us to what is the compelling case for M&A activity. So SSR Mining to date has made a significant investment in the CB Gold operation, north of $400 million. They purchased the CB Gold operation with about 5 to 7 years life of mine remaining with their reserves. They've increased production by more than 100%. Initially, it was about 50,000 ounces per year, and I think last year they approached 120,000 ounces. They spent more than 250% of their earning requirements at the Fisher, and Taiga Gold Corp holds much of the remaining prospective geology of the area. So if SSR Mining wishes to expand out of their camp, Taiga Gold Corp holds much of the remaining area that is prospective. Taiga Gold Corp also holds a 2.5% NSR on the Fisher, and the only way to extinguish this NSR is by controlling the company itself. So I appreciate you coming out to view our presentation today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at taigagold.com. Again, thank you very much and have a great day.